To wrap up the scale track, we're looking ahead to the biggest move of all. What's the long-term plan for your business? In Building to Sell, you'll learn how to transition your business with purpose and profit, whether that means selling, retiring, passing down, or stepping into a new role as a coach or mentor. Morgan Knox, a trusted expert in the skilled trades and director of accounting solutions at Housecall Pro, is here to guide you through what it takes to create options, maximize value, and build a legacy you're proud of. With years of experience helping thousands of contractors streamline operations and boost profitability, Morgan brings the insight you need to make your next chapter the best one yet.
Let's kick things off with a quick reality check. If you walked away from your business tomorrow, would it survive without you? Think about it. Would your team know exactly what to do, or would they start running around in circles? Would your customers still feel taken care of, or would they suddenly be blowing up your phone? And let's be brutally honest here. Would your business still have value, or would the whole thing just crumble? If you're squirming in your seat right now, it's actually a good thing. It means you've got enough self-awareness to know you need to make some changes. Now, don't get me wrong. Everything I just mentioned, totally normal. Every single business goes through these growing pains. The difference is some businesses actually grow up and a lot of them don't. So which one do you want to be? I know. Trick question, right? Everyone wants to grow up. But what does that actually look like? Here's the good news, and then we'll dive into the how. Whether your end game is selling your business, passing it down to the next generation, or elevating your current team so that you can focus on your next big thing, the foundation for getting there is exactly the same. And that's what and I just slowed it down too much, Louis. I'll pause really quick and I'll get back into it. And that's what we're unpacking today. Your roadmap for transitioning your business with intention. We call it the big shift. You've got to stop building a job and start building a company, a real sustainable business that thrives without you. We're talking about the difference between owning a job and owning an asset. Now, I can practically hear you thinking, yeah, I get it, but how do I actually do this thing? Well, let's talk about the 4 major deal killers that prevent most businesses from ever truly growing up. 1, the owner is way too involved. Sound familiar? 2, the books are a complete disaster. There are no solid systems or team. Everything's locked in people's heads. And 4, the killer of all killers, the price is based on emotion, not facts. So let's break these down. First, your business depends too much on you. Think of your business like a car. And maybe not just any car, maybe it's a Maserati. But here's the problem. If you're the only one who can drive it, then the moment you step out, that beautiful machine becomes nothing but an expensive paperweight. No buyer wants to spend money on a glorified paperweight, no matter how shiny it is. So your goal, build it so other people can drive it too. The second one, maybe your books are a mess. Probably your books are a mess. I like to give this one a simple comparison. If I'm trying to hire you for a job, what are the first 2 things you're going to ask me? How much does it pay? And what are my opportunities to grow? Every potential business buyer is going to ask the exact same questions. And you know where those answers live? In your books, in your metrics. So if these aren't clean, clear, pristine, professional, and audit ready, and no, spreadsheets don't count, serious buyers aren't going to touch your business with a 10-foot pole. All of the data that someone needs to value your company lives in your financials. You've got to take them seriously if you want to be taken seriously. Third deal killer: no clear systems, no solid team. So why are franchises so appealing to so many people? Because they promise a solid, easy to manage system, clear playbooks, proven processes, and the support to make sure that your people are trained right. Buyers want to see that same proven playbook in your business. Without it, there's nothing for them to replicate. So your job is to write that playbook. And having a solid team that's been trained on it, that's your proof that the playbook actually works. It gives potential buyers confidence that they can keep the momentum going after you're gone. And finally, that little pesky one, emotions. So we all like to say it's just business. But when it comes to selling your business, it's going to feel like anything but. Nothing kills deals faster than an owner who thinks that all of their blood, sweat, and tear equity should drive up the sale price. Or even worse, sometimes having some magic number stuck in your head, like maybe what you think that you need to start your next project, or what you think that you need to retire comfortably. Here's the hard truth. Your emotions and your needs do not drive the value of your business. I know, that one's a bitter pill to swallow. But here's the good news. You're thinking about this now. And you've got a solid toolkit and support team in your corner to set you on the path to success. So if you're listening to this, you're already part of the Housecall Pro family, which means you're focused on using tools and systems that create stability and scalability. This is exactly why we, as champions of the trades, build tools like Housecall Pro accounting, payroll, and business coaching. We're in your corner, helping you create the trust, transparency, and professionalism that buyers crave. So I know what you're thinking. All right, Morgan, I get it. Stay away from the deal killers. But what does that actually look like step by step? Where do I even start? Great question. So let's talk about your highest impact areas to focus on right now so that you're ready for transition whenever that might happen. Let's just say that your action plan starts right here. So first, we're going to build a real leadership team. If your business is a ship and you're the captain of this adventure, do you have capable crew members ready to take over the steering? You need to develop your leaders early so that your ship can sail smoothly even when you're not at the helm. And trust me, every captain needs a break sometimes. So here's a pro tip to make this happen. Make sure that you're leveraging tools like ChatGPT and resources from the free business coaching webinars that we offer to help you build solid job descriptions. These are going to help you establish the fundamentals of a leadership development program. Investing in your team is investing in your business. Second, automate your core business processes. Think of automation like cruise control. It keeps things steady without your constant input, freeing you to step away confidently. The best systems work whether you're watching them or not. So where do we start with automation? Look for anything in your business that feels redundant, like pulling numbers out of one system to push them into another by hand, or when maybe you could automate it or even do everything you need to in one single place. Look for these types of systems or these areas of friction in your business for that low-hanging fruit. It's going to make for an easy automation and for really high leverage. Third, let's create some easy to understand processes and clear roles. I like to say, imagine you've been assigned to cook a 5-course gourmet meal. Maybe it's French or something equally as delicious, but there's just one hiccup. There's no recipes anywhere to be found. Nightmare, right? Clear documentation makes the transition seamless and less stressful for everyone involved. When everything's written down, no one has to guess. So the actionable item here, start recording every training and team meeting that you have going on. whether you're using Zoom or a simple recorder on your phone. Start to think of your business as a data collection asset. Even if you aren't doing much with those right now, there's a lot of simple AI tools and resources that are going to be able to help you convert those recordings into a gold mine of knowledge, processes, and a record of how exactly you've been making the magic happen for all of these years. Fourth one here, make sure you get some expert guidance. This is where something like Housecall Pro business coaching comes in. And in case you didn't know, we have a ton of free resources to help you get started. Planning for retirement or another transition without expert guidance, kind of like navigating without a GPS. You might get there eventually, but it's maybe riskier, takes a lot longer. Coaching helps map your path clearly. And finally, set a timeline, set a deadline. Don't wait until burnout or a health issue or something else forces your hand. Control the timeline. Set a clear date now for when you want to achieve at least a level of preparedness, and then make those deliberate, steady steps to get there. You don't have to transition exactly when you get there, but by planning for it now and growing in that direction with intention, you'll have so many more options available to you when you get there. Having that date on the horizon changes everything about how you build your business today. Now let's talk about the 3 most common paths that business owners take and how to make each one successful. So path number 1, we're talking about selling your business. We've already talked about the deal killers that you want to avoid, but let me emphasize, potential buyers are looking for businesses that are turnkey operations, not projects that they need to fix. They want to see that you've already solved hard problems. So here's some quick tips for how to think about approaching a sale. The first one, reach out to your network, because oftentimes the best buyer for your business might be someone that you haven't even considered. Also, like we mentioned in the deal killers, be sure that you're basing your expectations on that sale price on facts and the true financial outlook of your business, and not basing it on a fantasy of how you think that you'd like to spend your retirement. That last one is admittedly pretty hard. Finally, please remember that unfortunately, less than 20% of businesses successfully sell. It's because the deal killers get them. Make sure that they don't get you. So the second pathway that you might be thinking about exploring is passing it on. Legacy. Maybe you're thinking family, or your trusted GM or a longtime employee is going to step up and take over the helm. That's incredibly exciting, and it can be incredibly rewarding. But let's also be honest, it's emotional and it can get complicated fast. So here's some thoughts about how to help ensure a smooth transition. Develop those leadership skills early. Identify those potential successors early, and think of them like an apprentice in leadership. The sooner that they start training, the better they're going to perform when it's their time to lead. Next, you're going to want to make sure that you're having open discussions about equity and roles. Disappointment happens in the gap between expectations and reality, and money talks are hard. So be prepared and try to make sure that everyone has a really clear picture of what to expect. Talk about equity and earnings and what they can expect in the future. And talk about it early and often. It's absolutely the elephant in the room, so make sure that you address it. Next, you're going to need to clean up financial and performance reporting. This is the information that everyone needs in order to make good decisions. Making sure that it's clean and clear sets everyone up for success. It protects your legacy. One really important tip here as it applies to financials. You need an auditable record from a bookkeeping software, not a spreadsheet, not a tax return. Neither of those can be investigated for accuracy. Only the books can. So now, when it comes to transferring ownership, we're going to want to plan for gradual equity transitions. Think of an equity transition like learning to ride a bike with training wheels. Gradual changes to the successor is going to help them gain confidence step by step. Bonus for you, it can also help you spread out the income from your sale, which is a lot better for you on the tax side. On that note, make sure that you have a solid accounting and tax team in your corner. Make sure that they know the trades and can support you properly with this type of planning. And if you need some help there, I know a guy, so reach out. Those are your heavy hitter tactics for making this type of transition planning a success. Lean into those. And before you know it, you will have opened the next door. What's behind that next door then? Maybe it's a path to reinvention, like becoming a coach or a mentor or something else. But maybe you aren't ready to retire at all. You built something amazing and now you want to help other people succeed too. So let's talk about how we create lasting impact through mentorship. Share your experiences. Picture yourself as a seasoned guide on a tough trail. Your insights are gold. Your mistakes are probably relatable and helpful for other people to hear about. And your wins can provide that inspiration for those that are following in your footsteps. Does this sound like something that you might enjoy? If yes, I recommend that you explore joining a community like our business coaching and continue to spread that impact. I mean, after all, there's no one better than you to continue to champion the trades. So why not amplify your impact by tapping into those types of tools, resources, and communities and keep the good work going? Lift up the next generation. Consider yourself to be the coach who's building a winning team. Your leadership ensures that future tradespeople are going to thrive. So here's my final call to action for you. For all of that, get the support that you know you need. If you're serious about selling, retiring, or passing it on, here's the truth. It's complicated. Emotions run high. Decisions are tough. And let's face it, you've probably never done this before. So don't be afraid to raise your hand and ask for the help that you need to make sure that you knock it out of the park. Invest in yourself. I mean, what could be a better bet? Your legacy awaits. So wherever you're headed, whether it's selling or retiring, passing it down, stepping into mentorship, some combination, remember this: great businesses aren't built to just run, they're built to last. Think ahead, build systems, invest in people, leave something meaningful behind. Your business is your vehicle, but your legacy is the road that you pave behind you. Thanks.
Massive thanks to Morgan for showing us how to think bigger and build a business that gives you options for the future. If you're ready to start planning your next chapter, jump into our breakout sessions. You can learn more about Housecall Pro's coaching programs that can help you grow, transition, and leave a lasting impact. Now it's time for a short break, but stay close. Next, we'll show you how to bring everything you've learned together with Housecall Pro's newest AI tools to help you build, grow, and scale smarter and faster. And to close it all out, Navy SEAL and best-selling author Jocko Willink will take the stage for a powerful keynote, and he'll be answering your questions live.